So this can kind of give you a little insight in how to think through changes. You don't have to think of like how do I say this? It's kind of like the style that you frame it in your mind before you play notes can kind of change the way you navigate through changes. So like if I were just kind of taking a jam, let's say, not in time, which I should be doing it in time, but let's say I want to do it easier first and I just worry about playing over the chords. I would see C6 and maybe I'd go and then to E7 to A7 to D minor to E7 to A minor and there it was like I started off with the minor pentatonic like this that's what I was thinking of in my mind, just A minor pentatonic. But what I ended up actually playing was the root, the 9, and the flat third, and then the 5th. I love it. And then on the D string, yeah, and so I did just the octave exactly. I think that's what I did, and then I think I slid down. Oh, I did. Yeah, I think I slid down back into the A minor pentatonic. Like you can. It's just a general idea because obviously I improvised it. So it's like I'm just jamming, and all I'm really thinking is like A minor pentatonic with my 9, up an octave. You know what I mean? Like it takes longer to say than to even do it. You could do a lick like that. One thing I did do the first time, I know for a fact, because I thought of it in my mind, I go, ooh, you know what would be cool is if I did Aeolian, natural minor. So after I played I played the flat 6th, which is what made it natural minor. And that's over an A minor chord, And so I could have done it. I could have done Dorian or I could have done Aeolian. And something in my mind was like, you know what, dude? I do Dorian all the time. I'm gonna do Aeolian. Aeolian. Like that or something. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the only difference between Dorian and Aeolian is the 6th. Dorian has a regular 6th, and Aeolian has a flat 6th. So that's the difference between this. That's Aeolian, or this, which is Dorian. Dorian. Aeolian. Dorian. It kind of has like a, oh, hey. That's like your Dorian sound. It's kind of like where you've got if your minor chord were if you're thinking of it like it's a 1, like it's my 1 chord, your 4 chord would be a dominant chord. That's when you've got your Dorian. But if your 4 chord were minor, that'd be the same as where you're playing Aeolian. That's that kind of sound. Versus that's Dorian. That's the first one was Aeolian. They're kind of like sinister, kind of maybe even that's cheesy when I'm playing it, but sinister. Versus like where it's like kind of got like a almost like it feels a contempt for sadness, but it's still the blues. You know what I mean? So now while I was soloing over the A minor in the first place, I was thought of my pentatonic. I added a 9. I played up an octave. I did some little chromatic into here and then slid down into my minor pentatonic. And then I thought to myself, I want to do Aeolian, so I did Aeolian. I don't remember if I played them just downward, if I played or whatever. But I do remember actually that I played and I went lower than the root. And I could have gone from the flat 7 back to the root. What I did was I played a major 7, thinking of it as like a leading tone, like. And so what this is, minor major 7 on a minor. If it were Dorian with a major 7, it would be melodic minor. But I actually had walked down in Aeolian and back up, and which means it's more like harmonic minor. Which you may recognize as a Bach tune that goes. You know the one? And that's harmonic minor. Fun, man, so much fun, dude.